Good day to you.
Good day, good day.
Tell us who we are.
Hey, everybody. Vince Gilligan, creator of Breaking Bad.
Bryan, Cranston, and Walt.
Aaron, Paul, Jesse.
Mike Slovis, director of photography.
Michelle MacLaren, director, 209.
Yes, and this is 209, otherwise known as 4 Days Out.
This was our bottle show, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? This was a way that we can save a lot of money by having it just really confined and tight.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Huh?
And this shot was in the production office, right?
Yeah.
It looks like the hallway of the production office.
This is the front door, the main entrance to the Q Studios production office, where we have our front offices right in front of the sound stages, saving a little money there. Although it looks fantastic because of
it does.
because of Michelle and Mike, the way they shot this.
Yeah.
Got anything to say, you guys are in Albuquerque?
Michael made it look great.
Yes.
It's beautiful. In fact, people commented how beautiful Anna looked in this scene.
Yes, it's true. Our ladies always look great on this show.
I think that is interesting. Vince and myself, Bryan, and Aaron are in Los Angeles. As we do this, we're in a sound studio and watching the playback as we make our commentary, and Michael Slovis and Michelle MacLaren are in Albuquerque because they're currently working.
Yeah, because Michelle, you are, and Michael, obviously, Michelle, you are directing the current episode of season 3. You are currently you guys halfway, third of the way through episode.
We've just done a couple of days, and Michael and I, after this, are going to leave and go look at a parking lot and talk about shots.
And tell them why.
Oh, because you lost the other parking lot, right?
We did. The last minute, we lost our big location. This is actually in the bathroom of the production office now.
Yeah.
That's right. I know it well.
The men's bathroom, I believe.
I'm fine, thank you.
This was a machine we had to rent, right, Michelle?
It is, yes. I'm not sure where we got it from, but
Which did not work. We had to make it look like it worked.
we did. We had to jury rig some buttons at the last minute.
That's right. That's right.
See anything?
There's wonderful photography throughout this episode, but coming up is my favorite bit of photography. The poster on the wall was actually a photo taken by me.
No kidding.
Yeah, Outer
there it
Banks
is.
there.
And I think we reshot
they
it 3 times, didn't we, Vince?
But it was one of my favorite, Holly, my girlfriend, and I, one of our favorite places in the world is the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and that was just a shot I'd taken on some visit down there.
I didn't know that.
That you guys turned into a poster for the Outer Banks. It was actually shot in the Outer Banks, which is a wonderful place, but don't go there.
Not to be confused with Jonathan Banks.
Yes, Jonathan Banks. Yes. So don't go there because it's already crowded enough. But
Actually, the money laundering aspect is fairly...
It's fantastic.
yeah, I love
Art direction on that. Look at his hair.
I love
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to get him in for one of the audio comments. He wanted to, but he's busy. I think he's in New York. He's doing something or other. He's very much in demand. And but when we first hired him, he came in with an idea for the hair. The first thing he said to me was, "I have an image of the hair, you know, business in front, party in the back. You know, he's got the mullet going, you're working the mullet
Business
there
in front, party in the back."
So I think that's an extension in the back. Is that correct, Michelle? Would you
Yeah,
have
there
that?
are extensions.
Yeah,
they
on
were.
the top of the head and in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. All right.
Beautiful lighting here by Mr. Slovis. Like you've been hearing us saying that a lot for this episode.
Well, the set is beautiful. The set is very easy to
The
photograph. It
set
looks so beautiful.
is beautiful.
$960.
I like Bob's callousness in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about directing Bob, Michelle.
Bob is, he's very passionate and he's very serious about his craft, and he likes to rehearse a lot, not necessarily on the set. He runs his lines a lot off the set. And he's really into making sure that he hits the Saul character in the right way. He's very committed. And he's a pleasure.
Yes.
He's lots of fun. He's very funny.
Yeah.
He definitely is. I love this scene. I love the way you and Anna played this, Bryan. This is just, it's very, it's just a scene of two people in a bed. And it's, and yet it's, you guys are just arresting. I always love watching you guys.
You're expecting that.
Just two people talking. But it's just very nice.
One thing we did try to do here was we wanted to shoot this somewhat similar to the way that we were shooting Jesse and Walt in the RV later. So that when
is that true? Like in what sense?
Just in the down angles, and we wanted to somewhat mirror them a little, which isn't difficult to do because they're ostensibly in a bed together. There, other side by side.
Yeah, just like Walt and Jesse are in bed together.
Yeah.
Jesse has a very feminine way about him anyway. So
I knew I was saying
it was easy to be able to.
Oh, that's so true.
Are you talking about the episode or in between episodes? How's that work?
Did I say Jesse? I meant Aaron.
I need to get that straight.
Oh, man. Hey, Michelle, we should talk about how you and I met.
Believe me.
We should talk about how
on
we
the
met.
X-Files.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I had the first thing I ever
Michelle
directed, and Vince Gilligan wrote.
That's right. Michelle was our wonderful producer on the X-Files the last couple seasons. How many seasons were you on it, Michelle? It was like 2, 3?
2.5. Something. Yeah.
2.5, yeah.
I think we did 48, 49 episodes, something like that. And did we meet before on Harsh Realm, or?
We might have met. I went up. Chris Carter was very nice. He let me go up to the training, to the actors training. He let me go along and get to shoot machine guns for a 4-day weekend, which was nice. With the Dale Dye people.
Oh God, Dale Dye.
That was fun. Have you ever done? Did you do that for
Dale Dye, Saving Private Ryan.
Right.
He was the advisor on that movie as well.
Yeah. He was not
He's
there.
the go-to guy.
He is the go-to guy, and I met him one time. But I did not meet him on Harsh Realm. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, Michelle and I, a whole lot of stories there. But Michelle was such a wonderful producer in the X-Files, and your first episode as director was one that I wrote.
That's
and you
right.
did such a great job that we're so lucky to have you directing for us now in season 3. And this was your first Breaking Bad episode you directed.
Yes, it was fantastic. It was such a pleasure. I was supposed to do one in the first season, but then we had the writer's strike. My bags were packed, and I couldn't get on the plane.
Your bags were packed. Yeah,
it was
because
2
the
days
writer's
before.
strike shut everything.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Beautiful.
exactly.
I love the color. It just pops out. Happier times,
Yes.
I mean, it just makes it really fun and bright. There's a shot coming up that you did, Michelle, that I just love when she climbs back on the bed. It's fantastic.
Yep, we're going. Get up.
Can't we just go to the movies or putt-putt? It's the shit.
A little culture won't kill you. Besides, you might like it. A lot of her paintings look like vaginas.
Really?
There's still cereal?
Yeah.
Crunch berries.
Crunch
There we go.
berries.
Captain Crunch.
Nothing says morning after like crunch berries.
This is a great set here.
Yeah.
Michael, how do you make it look like sunlight? We're inside a dark soundstage, and it looks like that's real sun coming in there. How do you do that?
Lights.
A lot of big lights. But you'll also notice that we also had nothing out the windows in that set as well. So we had to light up those windows so you couldn't see it because the studio wall was right outside that wall right there.
Yeah,
That's
right.
I also love
And
what
this
Michael
is
did
at
here.
the
It's the Albuquerque Airport.
Albuquerque Airport
Yeah.
parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite sequences here in the dialogue is when
Eating Cheetos and masturbating do not constitute plans in my book.
I do. I consider this a plan.
And
It
this.
sounds like a pretty good weekend, man.
Yeah. Georgia O'Keeffe.
Georgia O'Keeffe.
But we put that phone booth there so that we could get that
Yes.
beautiful background instead of like where a normal phone booth would be up against a wall or
Right.
something like that. We wanted all of this production value right here.
Why am I even explaining myself to you, all right? It's not...
Well, speaking of phone booths, in about 5 years, people are going to say, what is that strange thing
Yeah.
he's talking on?
Yeah.
He's tethered.
He's
What is
tethered.
that?
I need to cook through to next Tuesday.
Tuesday, 4 days straight.
Are there any phone booths actually left in the world?
We have no choice.
Occasional.
Yeah.
Only for the drug dealers.
Yes, exactly.
Our methylamine. It's going bad.
So, Michael, we were so lucky to get you from. Now, what was were you on CSI immediately previous to coming to work with us?
No, I did a show. I did a show for Fox called New Amsterdam. Previous to that, I was working in. I stopped CSI because I wanted to be home, stay at home more because I was commuting from the East Coast to the West. And then your phone call came and really ruined that for me.
I know. I'm sorry, but your family's losses are a gain. We are so lucky to have you, man. You do such a fantastic job.
Well, when you guys first call, when Karen first called, I actually just said no, thank you. I'm not interested in traveling. And my wife Maria goes, "What was that call?" And I said, "They called me for this show in New Mexico." And she looked at me. She said, "What show in New Mexico?" I said, "It's a show called Breaking Bad." She said, "Call them right back. Call them back immediately and get that show. It's amazing, and you're going to want to do it." So it's all her fault.
Didn't you sit down
Yay,
and watch
Maria.
every episode?
They did. We called up and they sent us the first season, and Maria and I sat and watched the entire thing in one sitting. Called back the next day and said, I'd love to come.
We are so flat. I've heard that story before. I love it every time I hear it. I love the shot coming up here next. One of my favorite shots in the episode. This next shot coming up. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Looks like not just a movie shot. Every shot in this thing looks like a movie shot. Yeah, this looks like the best movie ever made. I love this shot. This is, and again, I said it on another commentary. This show, everything you're watching was shot in 8 12-hour days.
You brought a meth lab to the airport.
What? You said we were in a hurry.
I think one of the interesting things about this show is that I was home in New York for a holiday weekend. I came back, and Polly, the first AD, and Michelle met me at the airport that day. We scouted the airport, and we literally planned out the entire show in one day, right?
We did.
I mean, we did all of this stuff. We went out, we placed the location for the Winnebago, and did it all in one day.
Yeah,
I
the
love
other
driving
wonderful
this thing.
thing is that we got to shoot at the Albuquerque airport. Nowadays, you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
Vince, that high-speed shot, that was you. You said, I remember very well, I wouldn't mind if you did that in one shot.
Well, talk about how now. Was that done with a still camera, or was that done with a motion picture camera?
That was done motion picture camera at 6 frames or 12 frames, and then it was, I think, enhanced later as well.
Oh, okay. Well done. Well done.
This is right outside of our stages in Albuquerque, and it looks like it's miles, thousands of miles away.
It is the best backlot I have ever seen. Yeah.
It is the best backlot. Yeah,
but literally, we
$1 zillion
ran shot to shot on this show because we had a limited amount of daylight, and we really needed for the show to look the way that it does. We needed the Winnebago in the proper relationship to the sun. So we were always conscious of where the sun's going to be, and we literally picked a place where we could rotate the Winnebago 270 degrees and always keep it in backlight.
And then the reason that Aaron shut the curtain there, which looked like because he wanted to see his phone, was really because when we turn around, we're on stage.
Right. This is the set, and the shot
this
previous
is the set on stage,
right.
And this way too, is this stage as well, pointing this way?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So now, once the curtain's closed, you're on a sound stage. You're on a set on a sound stage.
Which is just more controllable, and it makes the day go faster.
It also allows us to get what you're looking at now, the shafts of light. That just does not happen in, out in the field in New Mexico.
But we realized
it would happen. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say we realized that in order to make it realistic, we had to have some shots that were connected to the desert, and so Bryan and Aaron brilliantly had to split scenes up and play certain scenes in one location, one direction, and then the rest of the scene in another location sometimes.
It always impresses me. I was not here for any of the shooting of this. I was back in Burbank. We were working, the writers and I were plugging away on whatever episode was next. But it impresses me so much how you guys, the behind the camera guys, the crew, figures out how to The little people.
No, we were laughing because when I said, no, not there, that's our workstation. And Aaron is like, that's our workstation.
We must have done that take. What do you think, Michelle? Like maybe
sorry,
50, 60
Aaron.
times? About 50 or 60 times.
How come?
No.
Look how great
I
it
just
was.
couldn't do it.
Just putting some brackets around workstation.